This is my second favorite system, the Sega Genesis. I believe it has my original Model 2 in it. I think I got around 93, 94. I had a blast playing this. While we're here, let's explore some of the Sega Genesis games that I own. Understand, I own about 86 Sega Genesis games. Let's check it out. One of my favorite games of all time is NBA Jam. Barkley Shop and Jam was both on the Super Nintendo and Sega, but Barkley Shop and Jam 2 was only on the Sega Genesis. My copy is pretty much brand new. Here are 4 complete Sega Genesis games. These are actual childhood games, all complete. I never had the original ToeJam and Earl, but I had Planet of Funktron. I live in Portland, Oregon, and there was a video game store that moved up the street from me in high school. And it actually had some really cool old school games and even some newer stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, that's where I purchased my Sega Dreamcast from. But speaking of Sega, this is one of the games I bought from them, Double Dragon 3. It's kind of a weird one on the Sega Genesis, maybe one I'll explore another time. Double Dragon is one of my favorite series. This one's a little weird, and I should probably re-explore. I haven't played this in a couple years. I love some Double Dragon. Now, the Double Dragon on the Sega Genesis is actually closer to the port than many other games, including Nintendo. I was still buying Sega Genesis games around 2002. This is actually the last Sega Genesis game I actually purchased, Mortal Kombat 3. So, yes, I bought this at a local Fred Meyer's back in 2002. And I bought it for $3. One of the reasons I picked a Sega Genesis over the Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat, especially Mortal Kombat 2, which is actually my favorite of the series. Alright, here's some Sega Genesis games that are loose in no particular order. Not only were there Sega CD games and 32X games, there were actually Sega CD 32X games. Technically, there is 6 of them, but one was only released in Brazil. You know, in all my videos, I really don't explore the PlayStation very often. I'm not sure why. Now, the PlayStation 2 is my 3rd favorite system of all time. It's almost to, is right there with the Sega Genesis. Reasoning why is I can play original PlayStation games on it as well. I love the original PlayStation. Unfortunately, I don't have my original system, but I do have the later release model. It does have detachable screen, so I could play on the go or play it at home without having a TV. So I bought this about $45, probably about 8 years ago. I don't know if that was a good deal. I can't remember or not, but I actually got some money off of it too. It came with some controllers and some games as well. But yeah, it's a nice little system. So while we're on the subject of PlayStation, let's check out some of the highlights of my original PlayStation collection. Understand, at one time, I had a lot more games. But back in those days, I did a little thing called trading them in, and disappointed. Some games I had to rebuy. The Resident Evil series, Dino Crisis series, Contra, and Silent Hill. And we're just going to end with some fun games in Final Fantasy. I'll admit I haven't played 8 or 9, but I played the shit out of 7. What else can I show you? About some weird things I still own. Or just some oddities, maybe. I don't have that very many. I don't go really after them. But I'm going to show you a couple things. So I got this as a pre-order bonus for Resident Evil 5. At Game Crazy, one of the last pre-orders I did at the store before the store went bye-bye. Just no glue. Ah, look, the virus covers them all. Remember Shaq Fu? I got this for Easter one year. Now, why it's on the oddity list, because I still have something that came with it. So I still have this for the game. Shaq Fu, the CD sampler. So I own 1 through 104 of Nintendo Power. I also own a couple other magazines, like a couple Game Pros. This is actually a magazine I want to explore a little bit more and get some more of, especially the early editions, because it's actually fun to look at these. and see what's inside. I mean, heck, look. Do you guys remember American Online? While we're on the subject of magazines, we'll check out some of the other odd magazines I own that revolve around video games, of course. Join the Nintendo Fun Club today, Mac. Here we are, the precursor to Nintendo Power. Only have 3 and they're kind of in bad shape. Here's a Game Informer magazine and hot tips for the coolest Nintendo games. And here's 3 magazines. I can only have 6 or 7 of these anyway. And the last 2 issues of Nintendo Power, sealed. I'm afraid to open them. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, if you didn't know that. But I have something that is not just the cream of the cream of my Resident Evil collection. It is actually probably a highlight of my gaming collection in whole. So follow me and I'll show you. You're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Well, this is it. The beauty. The beast. This is the crown jewel of my Resident Evil collection. The cream of the cream. The crop that is so croppy. This is the Biohazard Pachislo slot, hope I didn't butcher it, slot machine. There's actually a second one for Resident Evil 5. This is actually the remake. I love this baby. I love you. You go ahead and kill some zombies. Yes, you do. That's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you found it interesting, maybe some things that you find fascinating, maybe. And if you have a bear collection idea or you want to show off some of the things that you own, invite me over, and I promise things won't go missing. Just kidding. So, have fun, go game, see you later. Thanks for sticking around. Check out Volume 3, it's coming out shortly. Bye!